instant communication. Next, I'm going to be going on IM or something like that. Okay, x is less than 0. So this is where you go for less than, okay? You go second, math, okay, and you've got all the inequalities in there. So it'd be number 5, 0, close the braces. And the one at the bottom is going to be 3 minus x, braces, okay, x, second math, greater than or equal to 0, close braces, and graph that. Okay, everybody see that? So everybody okay on the graphing calculator? Inaki no calculator? So everybody okay on this? Okay, so another set of functions that we need to know are what are called step functions. And I'll be honest with you that this is the only time we see this until we come into calculus. Thomas, why are you chatting there with Dean? Sorry? Greatest integer function, we see it now and then we don't see it until you come into calculus. And when you come in calculus, you see it very often. So try and remember this stuff, okay? So it's got a very special notation, okay? That's called a greatest integer function. So if you take a look at this example here, okay, I guess I better write on this thing. Okay, so say you want the greatest integer of 2.1. So this is the definition. You want to get this down, okay? You want the biggest integer that is less than 2.1. That's why it's called the greatest integer, okay? The greatest integer, okay? So, greatest integer less than 2.1. So your answer would be 2. Okay? And if you want the greatest integer function for negative 2.1, then the answer is negative 3. Does everybody see that? Do you want me to explain that? So if you put things on a number line, here's 0. Okay, here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. And your number is negative 2.1, which is somewhere out here. Then you can see it very clearly as to what the greatest integer is that's less than negative 2.1, right? So negative 3. So everybody all right on this? Is everybody okay? Valerie? Okay? Yes? Why? The greatest integer. Negative 3 is greater than negative 4? Yeah? Okay. How do you do this in a graphing calculator, and how do you graph this function? Guys, everybody, you got your graphing calculators out? Okay, so you're going to go into math, num, number 5, int, number 5. Subir, are you paying attention? Do you have a calculator there? Oh my God, I don't know what to do with you guys, frankly. I mean, I give up. I don't know what to do. Come to my class, no calculator, no book. Okay, bad attitude. What else do you bring to class? I like that smile. Doesn't always work, unfortunately. You know, like smiles don't get you points on tests and all that. And you know, mission's all about testing, right? It's all about, I hate it too. Yeah, it's all about testing. Sad, sad. Okay, you graph this now. Just look at this function, okay? Beautiful, sexy function. Staircase to heaven. Staircase to heaven. Oh. Because you're not going to heaven? Okay, so here's the issue, okay? So people are asking me, how come mine doesn't look like this, okay? Looks like the emulator that I have, although it says TA84 plus, I have a feeling it's a TA83 emulator, so it's an older version. These vertical lines, these should be vertical here if they exist, but they shouldn't even be drawn on the graphing calculator. Those vertical lines should not even be drawn, like in yours. Okay, they don't exist. So really the function should look like this, okay? This is the way it should be. It should be like open circle, closed, open, and so on. One of them is closed. I forget which one, but you got to think about it, okay? So one is closed, one's open. So you shouldn't have this line here that you saw in my graphing calculator, that you might see in yours as well, okay? Wayne, you don't have that, so you're okay. You don't have that stuff. Wayne, yes. I think I'm going to rename you to Wayne. Well, I'm going to call you Wayne until he comes and sees me. How's that? Is that a deal? When's he coming? Christmas? Not Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving? Okay, the week before Thanksgiving or the week. Well, yeah. Everybody get the greatest integer function down, okay? You guys know where it is on your graphing calculator? Okay? Even and odd functions. Really important concept, okay? So get this graph down. It's a graph of a cosine function. It's even, and I'll explain to you what that means, okay? Okay, that's an even function. Notice that cosine goes on forever and ever and ever, okay? So even functions have this property, okay? If you look at this piece, let's say, all right, and you fold it over this line, you fold it over that line, okay? In other words, you reflect it over that line, you get the other side of it. You get the other side of it. Okay, so even functions are symmetric about the what axis? About the y-axis. Nice. Symmetric, SYMM, about the y-axis. Okay? Right, so those are even functions. Those are even functions. Then you also have odd functions, so sine is an odd function.